Okay,
Yeah,
now
I
it is
can hear
clear.
you now. Thank you.
Okay,
Great. Okay, Mr. Rajesh. So hi, my name is Divya Manglani. Since this is, your very first session on the platform, and even we are meeting for the very first time, I'm gonna start with an introduction. So my name is Divya. I have been working as a language trainer for around 5 years now. I have experience or expertise in business English, conversational English, as well as IELTS training, and I'm from Chhattisgarh, which is the centralmost part of India. So yeah, that is me, and I would love to hear a little bit about you before we begin.
okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. So, by the way, I'm Rajesh, and basically I'm from Nepal. But currently, I'm talking to you from Saudi Arabia, where I'm working at a restaurant as well as coffee shop as a waiter. So
Okay.
this is my profession, and I have done plus two, and after that I had to drop out my schooling because of some financial problem. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
that is
Okay. Okay.
all about me.
No. All right. All right. So you're from Nepal. However, currently you are in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but I also live near the Bihar border. We have a Bihar border, so you can see that
Yeah. Yeah.
because I'm similar to like Indian people.
Right, right,
Not
right.
like
We do have
Nepal.
similarities, of course. We share similarities, and that's nice. Great. So, Mr. Rajesh, which languages do you generally speak in?
In Nepal, our national language it is a Nepali, but our
Nepal,
mother tongue it is similar to Bhojpuri. So we
Bhojpuri.
speak
Okay.
Bhojpuri and sometimes Hindi as well.
As
But
Nepali.
but in Nepal, like everywhere, people they speak Nepali only.
That's great. That's amazing. Okay, Mr. Rajesh. So, of course, you are here, taking a demo session. That means you are probably struggling with some aspects of your language. So, let's talk about it. What aspects of your language are
Yeah,
you struggling with?
yeah, I'm struggling. I can say a lot of like I have a just little bit fear like talking with a person face to face. However,
Yeah.
I'm so very comfortable to talking with talking with the person through the audio call. I had a
Hmm.
lots of like a session like before that I did
Oh,
even rehearsal, but even then I am feeling just little bit like a nervous. But
okay.
uh, okay, I believe maybe like if I'll have conversation like furthermore, maybe I can
Of
overcome like
course.
this
If
kind
you
of
have more
feeling and
practice.
nervousness.
Absolutely, very much. Okay. So, may I know how often do you actually talk in English?
I can say all times, maybe like in the morning or evening, every time. So like whenever I get a time to
Hmm.
have a conversation, I go through
Yeah.
some audio call, not through the video call. So this is my video call. It is a first video call, which is I'm doing
Hmm.
with you, and
Yeah.
and you can feel that
Okay.
I'm so
So
very
you
nervous.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. By the way, we do not say so very nervous because that's just not the right way. You can simply say, I am quite nervous. Quite. Quite means very much. Okay? It's a simple word, but when we say so very much, it's a little awkward, right? It's not natural. So we generally say, I'm quite nervous. Nervous or I'm very nervous. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All right, and I've written that in the chat box as well. It's okay, it's fine, it's completely. I understand where you're coming from. Since this is your very first session, you are ought to be nervous, but don't worry about it. I think I'm very friendly, and even like all the trainers on the platform are very friendly. So please don't be nervous. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay,
So
thank you.
moving back to you. Again, you mentioned that you've been working on your language for a while now. You also communicate via audio calls on certain applications, right? So, how did you get to know about Englishyaari, by the way?
I can say like I have been following englishyaari since long times. I found
Okay,
mostly on YouTube channel. I watch
right.
conversation video a lot. So that's the reason
Okay,
there are many like a YouTuber they have like had a conversation and uploading on their
correct,
YouTube channel.
correct.
So
Yeah,
from
they
there I
upload.
found and I really wanted to like join like before maybe like 5 6 months before, but I
Five, six
had no
months
idea like
ago.
how to join and how I can pay money like that. So
Okay,
so that's the
okay,
reason I
okay.
was not able to like join. And
Ah,
yeah, now
you
I
figured it
got to
out.
know like yeah, I figure out maybe.
Okay, okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm glad that you finally figured out and you are here today. Okay, now coming back to you and your language. So, if you do improve your communication skills, do you think it's going to help you with your career?
I would say yeah, absolutely, it is going to help me because
Hmm.
I'm working here as a waiter.
Yeah.
So I have to interact with the people every times, and some people they come from like a USA, Australia,
Mhm.
and sometimes mostly I conversation with the person like through the RB. Here in
Okay.
Saudi Arabia, mostly
Ah,
people
okay.
they speak RB language, so
Right,
that is
right,
a
right.
big problem, and I don't get like a English environment. But sometimes I get,
Okay.
so I love to
Mhm.
have a conversation with the USA people like a foreigner. So
Okay.
definitely it is going to help me in my professional life. And maybe I want to like a move in Europe country like that. So I'm
European.
preparing
Yeah.
for
Yeah, yeah.
preparing
Okay.
for maybe like yeah, I also like that. So
European. Hmm. So, are you like planning on maybe switching your careers in the future or something?
maybe not because even I'm not a graduate person. I have done plus
Okay.
two, and after that I had to drop out my schooling.
Ah, you had to
So
drop. It's fine. Yeah,
yeah,
it's fine. Okay,
so
great, great.
maybe I would be not eligible for anything. So yeah, maybe like
There are a
I'm
lot of
preparing
things
for.
though.
I was
Okay.
not
So
prepared for.
I come from. I think I can motivate you. So I actually come from. Although it's of course a nice job, but I'll try and motivate you a little bit. So I come from a business family, and when my father, he only studied until I think sixth or seventh standard, and he started with a very small shop. We usually in our native tongue would call it a pan tela, where you would just sell these pan, right? Pan
Yeah,
or
I know.
just small packets of chocolates, chips, and all that. And now he owns his own hotel. So he started from scratch, and now my father is a hotelier. He has in his own hotel restaurant. We have a dhabas. Dhabas are very popular. So these are like roadside. What do we call it? Dhabas don't have an English word though, but these are like roadside restaurants. So that is what my father owns, and you have to start somewhere. Absolutely,
Mhm.
you have to
Like
start somewhere from scratch.
yeah, like maybe like in India, like everywhere you can see like lots of like these kinds of like a dhawa,
Correct.
small
Yeah,
stall,
yeah, they're
and people they
popular,
are
quite
running.
popular on highways. Very popular on highways, especially. These dhabas don't really require a lot of investment, and they actually have a bigger profit margin, higher profit margin, which is why you would see a lot of dhabas on the highways in India.
Yeah,
Okay, not
like
popular in Nepal. Back in Nepal, are they not
like
popular?
in Nepal, like if you want to like open these kinds of like a dhaba, small as
Hmm.
like a stall, maybe it is not going to run well because we don't have that
Oh,
much of population, and due to its
correct. Yes,
everyone they face a problem. So basically, I'm
correct.
from village side, and maybe if I'll go
A
in
rural
like a
area.
city area, like a
Hmm.
Kathmandu, it is the capital of Nepal. So maybe I can
Capital.
do this kinds
Hmm.
of like a work, but I I never like thought about that.
Thought
But
of business,
maybe
having your own business.
not like that. But
Okay.
I want to like have my own business. Maybe like in
Yeah,
my village side, maybe it would be like a farm, like that.
correct. No,
Because
the actual truth is that small places have better chances of flourish. You have more chances of being able to flourish your business at a smaller place than a place where there's a lot of competition. Because when it comes to rural areas or places where there's not a lot of population, the competition is usually less. I live in a small town, so the competition is usually less. So therefore, if you start something that you know that people require or need, there's a better chance of being able to flourish or being able to make that business a success. So you just have to understand what people need, and when you understand that, maybe a little bit of investment, and that's it.
uh, yeah,
Great.
definitely also. I have like a this
Yeah.
kind of dream, but I
I
never
feel like
thought about
every time I meet somebody, every time I meet someone, I encourage them into starting their own business because I come from a very long line of business families. I end up influencing people into starting their own business.
yeah,
Okay.
it is true also, ma'am. Because like how long we are going to like work under the other person, like other people's
Right.
maybe.
Other,
So
not
like
other,
running
other.
our
Yeah.
own business, it would be
Of
like a
course.
perfect for our like life
Absolutely.
and
No
our
matter
young.
what kind of job you have, no matter what kind of job you have, after a certain point, you're going to be at the peak, right? So
Yes.
you may get seven promotions, eight promotions, but at the end of it, it's going to stop, right? So there's going to be a peak someday. But when it comes to business, there's no limit. If you keep improving your business, you are going to earn a lot of money. So there's no limit as to how much you can earn. The risk is of course high when you have your own business, but it's definitely better than having a job. No, when it comes to the longer run. Okay. So now coming back to you, Mr. Rajesh. So today we have a demo session, and the topic for our demo session is personality traits. Okay, that's the topic, personality traits. So let's play a little game here. Okay,
Oh,
let's play a little game here. We both are going to narrate our stories to each other. Okay, we're going to talk about ourselves and we're going to talk about our characters. Okay, I'll give you an
okay.
example and then you may just take the stage. Okay, so I'll start. Let's talk about Divya. Let's hear about Divya a little bit. All right. So Divya grew up in a very small town in Chhattisgarh. She grew up in a joint family around 25 members, among 25 members, and she started she started school at a very young age. She was just 2 years old when her mother got her admitted into nursery. So she was quite young when she started school. Divya was initially in a Hindi medium school and then was transferred to an English medium school when she was in the fourth grade. Initially, Divya found a lot of challenges while expressing herself. She would not understand prayer. She would not understand lessons because the school was English medium and ICSE, and everybody spoke in English, so Divya would not understand anything. However, with the assistance and the guidance of her wonderful teachers, she started loving English language and she became really good with the language. Growing up, Divya's teachers inspired her to become a writer, but Divya in her heart knew that she did not have good writing skills, therefore, she would not become a good writer. However, Divya still found her love in this language and started working as a school teacher. After a while, Divya realized that she was not meant to be a school teacher because she did not have the patience to handle children. She dropped out of the school, she left that job, and during COVID, she found her passion, which was training, language tutoring. And now Divya is here in front of you. It's been 5 years, and she absolutely loves her job. She's fond of what she does, and yeah. So that's the story of Divya. Now let's hear about Mr. Rajesh.
Okay, my own story.
Yes, now your story. What's your story?
Okay, so like if I'll talk about my story, so definitely I would love to share that
Hmm.
because I born and brought up like a small village where
Hmm.
I had to go through lots of problem, like a
Hmm.
mostly like a financial problems because in my family there were no anyone who had a job. My father, he was I can say drunker
Hmm.
because he is old and he's not focusing on anything. So
Yeah.
I had to take my family responsibility in early age
At a very
when I
young
was
age.
yeah when I was 18 or 19 years old.
Okay.
And then I decided why I should not like move in another country because
Hmm.
like being in Nepal I was not able to earn even like 10 to 50,000 money. So
Oh.
I thought like moving in another country like
Moving
abroad,
to a different country. Moving
yeah,
to a
different
different country.
country, maybe I'll earn more money and I can like become some financially stable.
Stay.
So these kinds of like a thought I moved in Saudi, but
To
after
Saudi, not in Saudi, to Saudi. To.
okay, to Saudi. And
Hmm.
but even then, like when I came here,
Hmm.
I I'm not like making that much money, so I can say
I
my life.
struggled.
Yeah, it is so very struggle because I have to do not like only one work, like a two or three types of works, but making so very a small amount of money. It is not
Hmm.
like a sufficient and even like a safe for my future. So I know it is really hard, like a I can say like a save even like 15 to 20,000 money even being in Saudi Arabia. But even then I'm okay satisfied with that because in Nepal I was not making that much of money even like 5,000 and 10,000 and sometimes even I used to like stay idle at my home. So yeah, making like 50 or 20 it is okay. So now it's not that much of like a satisfaction money, but I would love to like a move in another country so I can like
Move to another country. Yeah.
yeah move to another country so I can make good money or live happy life with my parents because
Of course.
everyone they love to stay with their like parents and be with
Absolutely.
their parents. But I did not get that kinds of like a fortunate person I can say this kinds of opportunity. But yeah, maybe I'll get like in the future.
Absolutely. I wish you all the best in your life. And I'm a very spiritual person, so I think I'll definitely pray maybe for you because I believe in God and I believe that every person has their years of challenges and the years when they struggle a lot. But you will definitely see the light one day. I'm pretty sure you have a good future as long as a person is willing to work hard. They definitely, if you are honest and if you're willing to work hard, you would eventually have a better future. So
Yeah, I'm trying my
just
best.
don't
Like
lose your hope. Yeah, please just keep trying your best and never lose your hope. Never give up. That's all I'm gonna say here. Never give up. Okay? It's just if you don't give up, you would eventually see a good life for yourself in the future. So never give up and keep working hard and be honest as you are. That's it.
and also like as I have already mentioned about like I have a fear of like talking with a person face to face.
Correct.
So that's the reason I have decided like do something else like being on social media like YouTube.
Yes.
And just 1 month before, I have started my own YouTube channel where I
Oh,
make like a solo kinds of video and even short kinds of video. But
that's
I
nice.
thought like if I'll go on these kinds of platform like englishyaari, maybe like some other kinds of platform, maybe I will get like these kinds of like a session like
Correct.
a recording and I will upload
Correct.
like
Correct.
some video
Yeah.
and
Yes. You could do
maybe I'll overcome like which problem I am facing. And yeah, I really willing to like become just live with like a fluency in this language because
fluent. Hmm.
yeah, fluent. So yeah, I'm doing my
Okay.
best
Yeah,
to.
definitely a lot of YouTubers actually pursue this as their niche and they do upload a lot of videos. And of course, the monetary aspect is also involved. A lot of them do earn money from this. Absolutely, you could try that too. Social media is something that's quite powerful. You can earn a lot of money with social media, especially.
But it's like
No?
you will have to become famous, no? Because
It
like if
takes time.
you,
It takes
yeah,
time for sure. It
yeah, but
definitely takes
like
time. It's not a piece of cake, but nothing is impossible. That's what
yeah,
I believe
absolutely.
in, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing
If
in life that is impossible.
we will like put the right amount of like hard work,
Correct.
definitely we can
Hard work.
achieve like yeah.
Consistency is very important when it comes to social media. Even I have my own pages. I've been trying to grow them for a while, and it helps. For being consistent all the time, it certainly helps. All you have to do is be consistent and keep on putting efforts. Don't take a break. Don't shy away from being there, or do not just stop putting efforts. If you, as long as you're putting effort and being consistent, you would eventually see the fruits. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Okay.
I say like I'm doing like these kinds of activities because like if you talk about like my language journey, so just now way I'm speaking, just few months before, I was not able to even like say the word and make a perfect sentences. But now, like in this moment, I'm talking with a
At
person
this
through the
moment.
video call. Yeah, this
Correct.
moment. I'm feeling like a really like a happy and proud on myself, like whatever so like I gain and
Absolutely.
whatever I'm doing, I'm really happy. And for that,
You
like I'm
should be
doing like
proud of
so much effort.
yourself.
Yeah.
You should be, for sure. You should give yourself credits. So, since you've mentioned that you did not even complete your college, you could not even graduate. Considering that, I think even I have to be very proud of you, and I would say that you're doing an amazing job. Considering you don't have that education, so I think you're doing a good job, no, while expressing yourself. Of course, there are areas where you have to work upon, but overall, I would say again, considering your background, I think you've come very far. You've come really far. So be proud of yourself. Give yourself credits, and give yourself a treat. Okay,
Okay.
right. Okay. So what's the time right now there in Saudi?
It is around 9:20, and I
Nine
was
twenty.
expecting this call like 11:30, like a Saudi like a time. But
Okay,
again, I thought like maybe it is going to like a Indian time.
it's gonna be
So
the Indian time,
yeah, yeah, I
right?
was like waiting for that, and then like when it was like 8:50, then I got a message like your session it is going to maybe like happen like after 10 minutes. So
Okay,
I thought like I
right.
should like prepare myself. Otherwise, like I really wanted to like do practice like do like this kinds of like a session take like around
Correct,
11:30
correct,
because
correct.
at my room now we are two-person
In my
and
room.
Yeah, in my room we are two-person, and
Two
maybe
people.
like
Hmm.
he would be just live it's disturbed because of me. So I thought like I should have this kind of session at my restaurant after like a close restaurant. Then I get like a chance to have a conversation over there.
Correct,
So
correct,
I
correct.
thought like in this way, but it's went
Since
just
it's
like
Indian timing, so it worked out for you.
yeah. But it is also okay because my friend is at a work and I am alone. So
That's yeah, that's what I said because it's the Indian time and your friend is probably at work, so it worked out
mm,
for you, right?
yeah, it is
So do
working
you
out
have
for
an
me.
Indian friend living with you
Yeah, absolutely. Here's I have lots of friends who is from India,
who are
Bangladesh.
from India? Yeah.
Yeah, who are from India and Bangladesh. And if you
Nepal,
talk about their state, so some are from Telangana, Hyderabad, and
south, the southern
Odisha
part
like that.
of India. Okay,
Yeah,
Odisha,
but
neighboring
from
state.
from Nepal, I can say there are no any friends. I am the only person
Oh,
who is a Nepali person here is living.
okay,
But in my company, there are many person, but they are
okay.
different state in Saudi.
Okay, all right, great, great. Thank you so much for sharing all of it, Mr. Rajesh. I know sometimes it's not easy to share all of the things with the other person, especially if you're meeting them for the very first time. So I appreciate you sharing and just opening up. And yeah, it was amazing. It was a pleasure talking to you,
No,
and again, wishing you all the best.
yeah, if I have conversation, maybe just a bit longer more, I can speak so very well because
Of course, absolutely
whenever I talk with a co-learner, I I feel so confident and I speak so
confident.
and speak so very well. So always they want to have a conversation with me, just leave it longer, maybe like a 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and
That's
yeah.
amazing.
But through the video call, it is my first a first time, and that's the reason I am feeling like that. But maybe
Yeah,
I'll
yeah, no, you
overcome
did
it.
a good job. Let's talk about your feedback now. Since it's almost time for us to wind up, we'll talk about the feedback. Okay. So, Mr. Rajesh, again, since as I've already said that considering all the entire background that you've just mentioned, I think you're doing a great job. However, there are areas that you have to work upon. The first one have to be the usage, the over usage of the filler like. Okay, the overusage of the filler like. Although you were fluent and you did express yourself without getting stuck, but you used like in every single sentence, every sentence, right?
But
You can
I
even
did.
you can actually download this video. If I'm not wrong, you will have to connect with the team. You can probably watch this video, so you can see, like you can watch this video and see that you have used the word like every sentence after every single word, right? So that's a filler that we need to avoid from our
Uh,
language. Okay.
but I
When do
didn't
we
realize
use?
it maybe.
You didn't realize it. You use
No.
the word like again a lot. This is called a filler.
Okay.
What's a filler? A filler is basically a word that we keep using when we do not know what to say next. So in order to fill the gap between two words or two sentences, we use fillers. People use different types of fillers. Like is a very common filler. Like is a
Yeah.
common filler. You know is a very common filler. You know. A lot of people would keep constantly say you know. These are common fillers, and it's quite easy to overcome them. It's just that you need to be a little bit cautious of what you're saying. So you have to be a little aware and you have to be a little alert when you're speaking. Okay? Only that is how you're going to get over that. You can watch the video. That's what I said. You can
Yeah.
see, right?
I would love
And
to
it will give
watch
you an
it.
idea as to what mistakes you're committing. Okay? Moving on. You use the word every times. Every times. We don't add s with every time. It's not every time, it's just every time. Every time. No s. That's it.
Okay.
Then
Every time.
like you also have to work a little bit. Then you said maybes, right? Or I can say, this is what you were repeating. I can say that, I can say that. We don't really say that. We just say, we don't say anything. We don't say I can say, I can say. Again, a type of filler. Okay. Then you were also at times using continuous tense most times. Like he's not focusing, I'm not doing, I'm working, this, that. We don't use continuous tense. Like you said, I'm living in Saudi, but it's fine. However, we do not use the continuous tense with permanent situations. We only use continuous tense when something is a temporary situation, right? Like I am talking to you right now, it's a temporary situation. But I wouldn't say that I am living in India. I live in India or I live in Chhattisgarh because it's a permanent situation.
Okay, so
Okay.
like we have to use like a
Again,
present
so you said
simple.
like, you started with like, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we
we have
speak in simple present
okay,
tense most of the times. We don't use present continuous as long as until we are talking about something that is actually going on right now. Otherwise, we don't use present continuous tense. Okay.
okay,
Um, Apart from that, you will have to definitely work a little bit on your pronunciation. You have that mother tongue influence in your speech. To give you an example, you said video. It's my first video session. The correct pronunciation is video. Verb. Verb. Can you try that? Video,
video, video.
not verb. 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 The lips should not touch each other. Verb. Verb.
Yeah,
Video. Video.
video, wait, okay,
Not
video,
verb. 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 Video. It's V,
video.
right? Not B.
Okay, video. No, yeah, I
Yes.
have like
Yeah. You got it.
because like many person they said like yours B is pronounced like a B
You're
like that.
pronouncing V as B, right?
Yeah,
Video. So
like
you need to
video,
practice it
video like that.
consistently. Okay. Then you said conversation. 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 Sure. Sir